part, okay? So we have already some parts for the test, okay? So the first part for the test, voy a repasar básicamente cuáles son las partes que vimos, ¿verdad? That we see the last classes, okay? That we see in the last reunions that we have, okay? So the first part is tell whether the lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither, okay? That's from lesson 2.2, okay? The second part is that we saw last time is write an equation given the slope and y-intercept, okay? That is from lesson 2.4, okay? We also see or saw and review how to write an equation given the slope and a point, okay? That's also from lesson 2.4. And the last thing that we saw on the review on Monday was how to write an equation given 2 points, okay? So today we're gonna see what is the thing that you have to know from lesson 2.5. So we're gonna review today how to write and graph a direct variation equation, okay? So I'm gonna do examples of this part, okay? And if I have time, I'm gonna do something from lesson 3.1. But I have planned to do that for Friday, okay? Any question about that? Okay, so I'm gonna review very quick what is important from lesson 2.5, okay? Lesson 2.5 is on page 107. So I'm gonna do one example of how to do those kind of problems, okay? So I'm gonna write the instructions. I'm gonna share the whiteboard right now so you can see this lesson, what is important from this lesson, okay? So this is the continuation for the review for your test. Remember, it's on Thursday, next Thursday. It's November 12th, if I'm not mistaken. And remember, your biology test is tomorrow. It's gonna be available on the elements, okay? Estamos. Bien. So this is review, continuation of review test number 3. And I'm gonna focus today on lesson 2.5, okay? There's only one part that I'm gonna be asking you to know from lesson 2.5, and the test gonna have, I told you already, I think, it's gonna have 6 parts, okay? So this is part number 5 of your test, okay? The instructions for this part are write, ya el examen está hecho, lo hice ayer. Okay? Write and graph. Okay, we're gonna review this from lesson 2.5. Write and graph a direct variation equation. Okay, so we're gonna remember what is a direct variation equation today. What is a direct variation equation? A direct variation. Hubiera escrito en el texto. Así es más difícil. Okay? A direct variation equation. Okay. A direct variation equation. Okay? And we're gonna have the coordinate that has the order pair of 3 and -9, okay, as a solution, okay? So let's review how do we do this kind of problem, okay? So I'm going to start by remembering you what is a direct variation equation, okay? Let's start by that so we can do some problems to review this lesson, okay? So a direct variation equation is the following. I got y equals 8x, okay? So that's basically a direct variation equation, okay? In which you can see that this is a direct variation equation, okay? So we can see that the constant non-zero, okay, is called, this is what we call the constant of variation, okay? And we also got the y-intercept, okay? So by knowing this, let's see how can we do this problem to find the constant variation, okay? So based on what we see, this is the equation. I'm gonna write it again. It's y equals 8x. So I'm going to substitute what I have. Okay. You know that this is x and y. So I'm going to substitute everything I have. So y equals 9, right? And x equals 3, right? So the question is, how do I find a, or the constant variation? How do I find it? ¿Quién se acuerda? Lo vimos en clase. Se debe dividir por 3, exacto. The same thing that we have seen all the times, okay? So we're going to divide by 3. So there we can find the constant variation, okay? So in other words, what is the value of A, of the constant variation? ¿Cuál sería entonces? -3. So there you have the answer. So now we're going to substitute this inside the constant variation, okay? So this is going to be y equals -3x, okay? And there you have the constant variation. Okay? It also says to write and graph a direct variation equation. Okay? So how do we do it? Well, we're going to graph what we have. We got 3 and -9. Let me try to do it very quick. Okay? Y vamos a ver cuál es el y-intercept. ¿Cuál es el y-intercept de esta gráfica? ¿Quién me dice? Perdón, de esta ecuación. What is the y-intercept? Lo vimos ahí, ¿cuál es? -9, ¿ok? La y, ¿verdad? Ese sería el y-intercept, ¿ok? Remember that is also on your equation, okay? So let's see it very quick, okay? I'm gonna try to grab this direct variation equation that has 3 and -9 as a solution, okay? Vamos a ver entonces cómo sería la gráfica, okay? Vamos a verla, okay? Voy a buscar ese primer, ¿verdad? The first order pair I have is 3 and -9. Vamos a ver uno, va a hacerlo rápido. 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me see if I can do it. 1, 2, 3. Negative, ¿verdad? 4. No me va a caber. Pero aquí es que tengo que tener. Ok. 1, 2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9. Okay. So let me find that order pair I have is 3 and -9. So that is around +3 and -9 is going to be around here, right? Básicamente por ahí es que va a estar, ¿okay? Y usted sabe, ¿verdad? Que siempre estas gráficas van a pasar básicamente por el origen, ¿okay? Así que la gráfica más o menos va a ser algo así, ¿okay? Algo así va a tener el comportamiento de esta gráfica, ¿okay? So there we have it, ¿okay? This is how we do those kind of problems. Any questions so far? ¿Okay? Pues básicamente así sería este ejercicio. ¿Okay? Let's do another one of how to find or how to write and graph a direct variation equation. ¿Okay? Can I erase this problem? Ok, vamos a ver otro caso rápidamente. I'm going to give you another order pair or solution, and we're going to find the constant variation. Vamos a ver. Denme un segundo. Okay. No quiero borrar todo. Okay. So now you're going to have the following solution, okay, that has 6 and -2 as a solution, okay? So let's see it, okay? So we're going to substitute everything, okay? I got y equals 8x. So I'm trying to find again the constant variation. So here we got -2 here. Okay, -2 equals a that we're trying to find it, and we got x. Okay. So how do we find a? Well, the same way. Okay, I'm gonna divide by 6 in both sides. Okay, so I'm gonna divide to find the constant variation. Okay. So the answer will be a equals -2 over 6. Eso también sería que estudiante. That is equal to. Exacto. Okay. So vamos a usar ¿verdad? The decimal number. Thank you, Adriana. Cualquiera de las dos puede ser correcta, ¿verdad? Son iguales, ¿verdad? They're equals. Okay. So, sí, se supone que tenga porque es repetitivo, pero pues se sobreentiende que se va a repetir. Okay. Okay. Hasta ahí estamos bien. So, usted va a escribir esto ahora, ¿verdad? En la forma de la ecuación sería entonces y equals -0.33 x. Okay? Y se acabó. Esa sería, ¿verdad? Your direct variation equation. How do we do the graph? Well, the same way. Okay? We got an order pair that has coordinates of 6 and -2. Vamos a hacerlo rápidamente. Esto es bastante sencillo. Okay? Esta gráfica va a tener básicamente un comportamiento bien similar cada uno. Okay? Tengo las coordenadas 6 y -2. Okay? Así que sería 1, va a ser hasta el 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. -1, -2, -3, -4, 5, -6. Okay. So, básicamente, esto estaría 6 y -2 va a estar, dame cambiar de color, va a estar aproximadamente aquí. Okay. Algo, ¿verdad? Por ahí es que va a estar más o menos. Eso sería a order pair 6 and -2. Okay. So, básicamente la línea va a ser así. No tan, esta no está muy. Okay. Y ahí tendría su direct variation equation and graph. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay. So, básicamente, ¿verdad? That is what is important from this lesson 2.5. Preguntas, dudas. Ese sería el tipo de ejercicio que usted va a enfrentar. Ok. Pues nada, voy a tumbar la grabación.